Okay, hello. We're here with team news for today's game between third place Wrexham and top of the league Leyton Orient at the racecourse. About 20 minutes away from kick-off. We'll run through the teams for you now. Wrexham, 3 changes from the draw with Maidstone last week. It's number 18 Rob Leyton in goal after signing on a permanent deal to the end of the season. In defence we have number 2 Kevin Roberts, number 5 Sean Pearson, number 30 Jake Lawler and number 13 Mark Carrington, in for number 3 James Jennings. In midfield 3 as usual, number 7 Luke Summerfield, number 8 Luke Young and number 16 Brad Walker, scorer last week, comes back in to start ahead of number 20 Akil Wright. Up front 3 Paul Rufford, number 14, number 11 Rakeel Pike, number 23 Stuart Bevan, in for Mike Fondop. Jennings, Fondop, Wright all on the bench along with number 1 Christian Dibble and number 15 Jordan Maguire-Drew. Run through the Leyton Orient team for you in a minute, but Leigh, it's a pretty strong lineup this, isn't it? Sort of as you'd expect, maybe with Carrington a bit of a surprising for Jennings there.
Yep, strong team for Wrexham today. Like you say, I think the only one for me would be Carrington coming in for Jennings. You know, whether that's for experience, I don't know, but Jennings himself is quite an experienced player now as well. You know, he's not a young player, he's got experience behind him. That's the only reason I could think he's in there, but you know, a nice blend of youth and attack and experienced in the attack. You got Bevan, Rutherford and Pike. I think that'd be a good front three to go with this Leyton Orient team. Yeah,
I mean, we're saying it's a surprise, but it doesn't weaken the team putting Carrington in, does it? And I say it's another experienced head in there, along with the likes of Bevan, Summerfield in midfield as well.
No, absolutely. When we've seen him come in, you know, the last few seasons, he's just kind of played when needed. Now he's kind of, you know, he's battling Jennings for that spot, and when he has come in, he's done well in there. So that's great to see. He's worked hard while his time at the club, and it's good to see it all paying off.
No, we're talking about more than one good player in a position. I suppose that's true of defensive midfielder. I've brought Brad Walker in today after his goal last week, in for Akil Wright. It's harsh on Akil Wright, but it's probably our strongest midfield 3 at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd agree with that one. Yeah, I think any player, I mean Akil Wright, yeah, but any player missing out on this game today is going to be disappointing. This is a big game. I think Rutherford said it in the week, didn't he, that this is the type of game you want to be involved in. Yeah. So, you know, they'll be gutted about that, but I'm sure if they needed to come off the bench, they'll be ready.
Yeah, and then as you said, Rutherford, Bevan, Rakeel Pike, Mike Fondop's been playing well, but he's hasn't been getting the goals. And I suppose at home today we're going to need goals, aren't we?
We're going to need goals, and I think we're going to need a bit of experience as well. You know, he's still a raw player. Some of the things he do sometimes aren't the most clever of things that he does. So having Bevan in there, you know, he'll have the experience. He knows these types of games. He'll know what to do today.
Yeah, so we'll run through the Leyton Orient team now. Talking of goals, they're unchanged from their win last week against Bromley. They came from behind. That is number 1 Dean Brill in goal, number 3 Joe Widdowson, number 6 Josh Coulson, number 7 the captain Joby McAnuff, number 8 Craig Clay, number 9 top scorer Macaulay Bonn, number 11 James Dayton, number 14 Miles Judd, number 17 Dale Gorman, number 19 Josh Corona and number 21 Marvin Ekpetita. On the bench 26 Arthur Janata, number 15 Dan Happer, number 16 James Brophy, number 18 Matt Harold and number 27 James Alibi. If you're going to pick out a danger man, it's a pretty obvious choice of Leyton Orient, isn't it? Macaulay Bonn, 14 goals this season. We've really got to keep an eye on him tonight, haven't we?
Yes, massive threat. I think he scored 22 goals last season. If you look back at Leyton Orient last season, they didn't have a great season. So for him to score 22 goals in a team that didn't do very well, you know, he's going to smash that this season. So he's the danger man. I think that'll be a great watch to see him up against Pearson and Lawler in our back two.
I suppose it's a very big test. We chatted before the game about how, in fact, with Manny Smith back in training now, the pressure's on these two to keep their standards high. One of the biggest tests they're going to come up against today, isn't it? Yeah,
this is a chance to keep their place in the team, really, because if you can keep Bonn quiet, Karoma, Dayton, McAnuff as well, you know, the list goes on, doesn't it, with their attack? You know, that'll show that this is a real defence we've got.
And you said before the game, things are going to be tight but a lot of goals. Christopher Cox agrees with you. He says, hope we'll win 3-2. Come on, you Reds. I suppose that's the sort of scoreline you had in mind when you were chatting pre-match.
Yes, yeah, I think it's going to be a high scoring one. This one, I can't see this one being a 0-0. I think there's going to be. I think there's going to be goals because there's goal scorers on their side, but I think we're solid at the back as well. Yeah. Be interested to get your prediction on this one.
Yeah, I'm not as confident there'll be goals. I'm feeling confident this week. I don't want to curse anything, but at home this year, I know they're unbeaten away, but we're unbeaten at home, and we have really made this place a place of opposition teams to fear coming. You're talking about chatting to Ruffers in the week. Paul Rufford said when he was an opposition player, the plan was get the fans silent, because if you don't, the place bouncing behind Wrexham. The key will be keep Leyton Orient out early on, and you know, the game's ours for the taking then, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
And then if we carry on looking through, we've also got on the bench Jordan Maguire-Drew to come on. We're watching a few of the highlights before the game actually down here in the press room. He started so well this season, didn't he? You know, hopefully with the impact from the bench we can start to see the sort of performances he was putting in early in the year.
Yeah, early in the season he was putting in some good performances, and he still showed signs of that throughout games, but it's just not been as consistent as we'd like. You know, it's not been the whole game, it's just little sparks here and there in games. So I think off the bench, I think that's a great chance for him he'll be disappointed to be on the bench, but if he can come on and change the game, I think that would be a great thing for him to try and get back in that starting 11.
I mean, we've talked many times about how strong a squad we've got. No Chris Holroyd scored 2 goals in this fixture last year. I guess that's a testament to the fact, while we're not scoring goals, we're all playing well throughout the pitch, aren't we? Especially those front three of Pike, Bevan and Rutherford, as we've just been discussing. Yeah,
there's a good competition for places there. He'll be disappointed to miss out today, but there's a good amount of attackers in this team. He got the 2 last season, didn't he? So he'll be really gutted to miss out on this one again. Another chance to score against Leyton Orient.
Now, obviously, big game in terms of 1 point between us. We've got Salford to worry about as well, but I suppose the main thing is look after our own performance today ahead of what is going to be a very big week for the club. Yeah,
definitely. We spoke before about a gap opening up at the top, and if they win today, then there's a gap of 4 points, 4 or 5 points. So, you don't want that to happen, because in previous years we have seen that, and if you're not in that group of promotion challenges, you're not going to catch up. They're going to go. So we've got to keep with them today.
Yeah, brilliant. Don't forget, if you can't get down to the racecourse today, Lee is going up onto the radio bench. He'll be joining James and Mark Griffiths on Calon FM and the Wrexham Mixlr channel. We'll have the live action on Twitter for you, and you can join after the game for some reaction. Hopefully you'll have a good game to look back on. I'm certainly not expecting a 0-0. Hopefully we haven't cursed it with our chat today. Thanks very much, and enjoy the game.